Hey guys, it's been a while, a long while, but we are finally back in the historical German 1940s Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts campaign. We are finally back. We left it off on December of 1940. This has remained untouched, and we are beginning the first year of this campaign, 1941. Like I said before, each video will be 1 year, so we will go through the 12 months that this is done, and it will also be pretty much uncut, unless I need to actually get up and move to somewhere. Great. Unless I need to get up and move, then that there will be like a slight pause jump cut. Other than that, these videos are going to be uncut, some more special army operations. And now we have our first colonial conquest, and it is Norway. Norway's new leader was found to support armed terrorists who disrupt the regional trade networks of the German Reich, of the Germans, increasing the tensions between the two countries. Germany's government decided to launch a swift military operation to occupy southern Norway, replace the local government, and pacify the region for the coming years. A task force of at least 505,000 total tonnage is needed to support the invading force. Do you support this action? See, I don't remember exactly how much tonnage we have. We have we have 54 ships. We're gonna click yes and just see what happens. Let's see if we actually have enough tonnage. Where is it, first of all? Southern Norway is here. We have how much tonnage? Not enough. Not enough. Okay, so that's not gonna go much of anywhere. You know, I thought we'd try it. Why not? Okay, so let's look at the politics around. With the British, we only like the French and the Chinese, with no minor allies. They hate the Italians most, us the second most, and Austria-Hungary the third most. France, the only country they like is Britain. France hates us the most, followed by the Italians and the Austro-Hungarians. Honorable mention, the Japanese. The Italians, they like us, the Soviet Union, and Japan. They hate the British most, the French second, and the Americans third. The Americans hate everybody. Japanese the most, the Soviet Union the second most, and Italy the third most. France also has a minor ally in Iraq. The United States has minor allies in Greece, in Finland, Bulgaria, and Poland. The Austro-Hungarians only like the Japanese, the Spanish, and the Chinese. They hate the Soviet Union, the British the most, followed by the Soviet Union, and then the French. Their minor allies are Romania. China, they like the British and the Austro-Hungarians, and as well as the Spanish. They are currently at war with the Japanese, and they hate the Soviet Union and the Italians more. They have the most minor allies. They have the Netherlands, the Ottoman Empire, Colombia, Greece, and Brazil. The Soviet Union only likes the Italians and is neutral with the Spanish. They hate the Austro-Hungarians first, the Americans second, and the British the third, us being the Germans being the fourth most. Their minor ally is Latvia, of course it is. Spanish state, they are friends with us, and the Austro-Hungarians and the Chinese. They're neutral with the Soviet Union. They hate the French the most, the British the second, and the Italians the third most. Their minor allies are Lithuania and Portugal, which makes that actually will help Spain. They kind of control that area of Europe. We are friends with the Italians, the Japanese, and the Spanish. We hate the British the most, followed by the French, and then the Soviet Union. No minor allies. The Japanese like us, the Italians, and the Austro-Hungarians. They are at war with China, and then they hate the Americans, and the French, and the British. Coming up next. So we failed to improve relations with the British here. from last episode. So maybe we help. I think the Americans, they're only a -9. The Americans need some friends. America is one of those dark horses where if you hit them real quick, they kind of die out. But in this game, if you let them fester, you kind of leave them alone, they become a powerful ally down the road. So we're gonna try to improve relations with the United States. Finances. We got average of trained average troops. We got monthly balance in the positive, and naval funds. We have 19 billion in the bank. We're currently building shipyard. We have the capability of 112,000 tons. Now we need 136,000 tons. Anything research-wise, we could take this away. No, actually, let's actually keep everything. I don't think we need much. We want hull construction. We want armor quality, and we also want explosives. Yes. Actually, remove the explosives. Let's submarine improvements. Yeah, submarine improvements. Ship design. Let's just go over ship designs that we do have. We have the battleship Bismarck and the battleship Scharnhorst, even though technically it's a battlecruiser in this game. That is the closest I can get to it. We have the Deutschland class heavy cruiser, the Elmar Hippolyte class heavy cruisers, the Königsberg light cruiser, and the Leipzig light cruiser. And we have 4 just type destroyers. We have the Type 1934, Type 1936, the Type 1936A, and the Type 1936B. So that is our count. We have 2 of the Bismarcks. We have actually, let's go over this fleet as a you know, kind of a recap. Battleships. We have 2. We have Bismarck and Tirpitz. We have 2 pocket battleships. We'll say Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. The Deutschland heavy cruisers are the Deutschland, obviously, the Admiral Graf Spee, the Blucher, and the Prinz Eugen, Blucher, Graf Spee, and Admiral Scheer getting built currently because they're actually, no, not the Blucher, not the Prinz Eugen, just the Graf Spee and the Admiral Scheer are the Deutschland class. In the Admiral Hipper class heavy cruisers, we have Admiral Hipper. We also have the Blucher and the Prinz Eugen. That is the Admiral Hipper class. On the light cruisers, we have the Königsberg class. It's the Königsberg, Karlsruhe, and the Köln. We have the Leipzig class light cruisers as well. We only have 2 of those. It's the Leipzig and the Nuremberg. And then the Type 34 destroyers are a lot. We have a lot of them. So the Type 34 is the Z1. I'm not even gonna. Z1, Z2, the Z3, the Z4, the Z5, Z6, Z7, Z8, Z9, Z10, Z11, Z12, Z13, 14, 15, 16. Yes. To the 16. So Z1 to Z16 is the Type 1934. The Type 1936 is 17 to Z22. And then that is when the named destroyers end. From then on, it will be numbers. So the Type 36A is Z23 to Z45. And then the 1936 type is Z46, Z47. They are spread out there. We have submarines, of course. We have U-boats, U1 to U101. They did have names. They did have different names for them. But you can't actually design a submarine, so I just added, yeah. Just built a thing. They're being built now. They'll be spread out throughout the territories. That'll be that. Territory check. Why not? I'll have a territory check each episode. Why not? We have 5 provinces and 7 ports. So the 5 providences. Am I crazy? 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I crazy or am I missing one? Is it in here somewhere? Not this, is it? No. Is this somewhere here? I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, I swear I am. Where's the 5th one? Am I crazy? We have a 5th? Did I forget? Did we do colonialism last time? Did I miss something? My voice went really high there. Did I miss something? I don't know. Alright, well. Well, here are the 7 ports at least. Yeah, here are the 7 ports. And, all of this. So there's one battle group pretty much here. The other battle group is here. Yes, and then the others are split off. So that's January 1941. There's not really much to do. It's a shame this couldn't work out. We don't have enough. We might when the 5, like 2 months for commissioning. So 7 months? 6, dang it. Well, we're gonna miss out on Norway there. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing in hindsight. We got some tension, more tension. Ooh, the Empire of Japan's head admiralty leader is suddenly replaced. His recent failures and overall poor management may have been the cause. And their war with China, I'm assuming. Ships damaged. A lot of Chinese ships are damaged. They lost transports from China. We failed to improve relations with the United States. Boo. Austria-Hungary provoked the Germans. We're supposed to be friends. Well, actually, you're not supposed to exist. France gained control of Cuba and special military operations. Why? So this is really early game stuff, trying to build up relations. Why do they keep assaulting us? Okay, well, let's increase relations with the Italians then. They are the ones that like us the most. So, why not? You know? I mean, yeah, why not? Once these 2 go away, we should be able to... I want... No, I want home construction because I want this to be down. This is already done, and this is already done, right? Yeah. 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 I don't really care for this. I want armor quality up. Hull construction I want up. Submarine improvements? Yes, because I feel like these are going to be the workhorse. The destroyers and the submarines are going to be the workhorse of the fleet. Obviously. And then we also have to look online. Because the rules are we cannot design custom ships. We have to use only historical designs. And there's only so many more that we can get. There's only so much more ships than we can build here. And trying to think. Trying to think. Huh. So we have the P class that we can build, because that shut down in 1939. The O class battle cruisers. Here were those canceled, planned. I mean, I guess whenever like they were like canceled. 1940. Okay. Hmm. Well, so we could build the O class battle cruisers as well, and then the H class battleships. Early 1940s. There we go. So when was this shut down? 1941. So November of 1941. Okay. And then that's it. Those are the only designs that are left to build. Um, which is weird, but it's, projected 10. Battleships. So the battleships. Yes, right. Right. Okay, so I read this here. The two battlecruisers here, the Gneisenau and the Scharnhorst, we're counting these as battleships, even though we cannot change this. We can change this name here, but we cannot change this identification there. Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau always subtract 2 from the battlecruiser and add them to the battleships. Right. Right. Okay. Um... 6 H-class battleships, 3 O-class battlecruisers, 12 P-class Panzerschiff, and that's it. That is it. Well, all right. So why not? Why don't we let's build the P class. Yes, let's build the P class. And build 12 of them. Or get 12 of them at least. So let's build it. I have the picture here on another device here. Let's build the P class and the O class Panzerschiffs. 12 of these. So the O class, it was O1, O. It was like O, O, and then it was whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna name these. It doesn't actually say like the potential ships, what they were supposed to be named. We can. What was the O class supposed to be called? Ships of the class. Oh. Wow. It was just OPQ. Alright, so let's do the P class cruisers. Let's name it the P class. Let's just do it P1. P1. So this is the heavy, or that's a battleship. That's a battleship hull right now. But let's just name them P1, P2, P3 to P12. Okay, so maximum of 25,680. 25. Whoa. Five? This isn't the right hole, but it's the closest to it. It has this lip. How much can I actually get it up to? Can I get close to 25? No, I can only build them up to, I can only build them up to 23. Okay. Okay. You know, that works for me. Hold on. Let's do the Modern Heavy Cruiser 2, because the standard displacement here is 22,145. That's a bit closer. So let's do 5. 5? Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. 22,145. It's 1456. 22,145. There we go. This is P-1. Perfect. Okay, speed is 33 knots. Yes, 33 knots. What did her bridge sections look like? Oh, actually, pretty small sized. Does this look good? Need to be able to fit. Let's go to the secondary tower first, actually. See, I can't. There's supposed to be a funnel on the rearmost one. What are the funnels available? None that would work with them. Well, maybe. Hold on. If we put this there, and we build that, we just need to leave space from the main tower. Let's go with 4. Yeah, main tower 4. Leave that much space. And then get the funnel again. The funnels are supposed to be even heights, but you know, it's good enough. It's good enough. And, you know, it's not exactly, Okay, apologies. It has, oh. It's done this again. It's doing it again. Or it's crashing. Well, we're gonna take a look at it and see what's going on. So, another jump cut here. We'll figure it out. Alright. Hello, we're back. Have to reload it. But after that, we should be okay. I don't know what's going on. It was not a setting. So we're just gonna wait for it to reload here. And then we'll get right back into building the P-class. And then we'll build the O-class. And then we gotta wait till November 1941 of this year to build the H-class battleship and get 6 of those into production. So it's 12 P-class heavy cruisers, 3 O-class battlecruisers, and 6 H-class battleships. So it's a lot. Quite a bit, actually. 21 ships. And then that is all of the ship designs. We have, I think, 54 right now, plus the 21. That is 75. We have 75 vessels to make it. See if we can make it to the end of the campaign here. And yeah, each loss is going to be, each repair is going to be, it's going to be costly. But you know, I mean, that's the challenge, is you got to make it with 75 ships. I just didn't realize how little there actually was. So again, we're back in February still. So we're going to design this thing. And, right, so we're going to load it back up here. It is that. 5% speed, 5% drought. Or draft. Bleh. 33 knots. 22,145 tons. This is the P1 class. Okay. Now then, we got a funnel here. And right there. We'll do modern. So we can do a tower 1. We can do modern tower 4 here. And put it like that. All right. So that is what we had. So if we look at the guns, we have 11-inch guns. I'm assuming that is the main. Yes, that is the main armament. 11-inch guns. Heavy weaponry for this. But you know what? It's not. It's actually. It's pretty average. I mean, for ships that I've built, ships that I build, it's 11-inch guns are kind of my thing here. Kind of my go-to here. Looks like it was. Looking at the design plans here, it was 6. So it was double barrel. That's 10-inch guns. Double barrel 11-inch guns, and that does not fit onto that tower. Aha! Will it fit on this tower here? I really hope it does. Please. It does. Okay. So that's modern towers, whatever it is. Okay. And then this turret in the back here. Okay. Next, the gun size, it looks like, was 5.9. Of course, the plans I'm looking at don't actually show where these... Oh, no, yeah, no, it does. I think it was 11-inch. I think it was... I'm trying... It's like so many... Because it was never designed. It was never actually, like, built. What I'm looking at here is... It's 5.9-inch guns. 4 of them. The 11-inch guns were here and here. Or were here and here. And the 5.9ers were there and there. I think that's what we're going to do. And it was double. So there's one. We got to scroll down here. 5.9. And then we have to... increase this barrel length here. Alright, so crashed again. I don't know what's happening. I changed the hotkey on OBS though, so maybe it was just like a hotkey in the game or something. That was being wrong. But we're lagging quite a bit. Hello? Anyway, so we're going P1. We've got 5%, 33, 22,145 tons. This is like the 5th I'm doing this cruiser. I'm about to lose it. Okay. So we have the main tower there. We have that main tower there. We have that main tower there. These funnels here. Wow. Now I'm flubbing the words. Now I don't even know what the ship's called. Okay. Triple 11-inch turrets. That's a quad. Triple 11-inch turrets there and there. And then we go over here, and it's 5.9. It's double 5.9 turrets. So we change that to 0.9. Whoop. That's one didn't go on. There we go. Okay. So that's the main armament. Now the guns that are next. It is 4.1. No, it's AA guns. So in the AA guns in this game, it's these. Yeah, it's these. I think. Looking at the ship here. Yeah, it is these. Okay, so it's one here, one here, and one here, basically. And then the last armament is it's triple torpedo tubes here, and they are 21-inch torpedo tubes. Okay, this is the P-class cruiser. So now, what we do is we outfit her. So, we're going to give her oil 3. What propulsion did she have? She had diesel engines, so we're going to go diesel 2. Auxiliary engine 3. Let's give her shaft. Let's give her 4. Shaft 4. Yeah. And then steering, obviously, we're going to go electro-hydro. All right, armor. We're going to give her 3. Let's actually input what her armor is first. The belt, the highest belt was 4.7, so that's that. And the lowest was 1. One moment. Let's try and find armament. Here we go. There we go. The main armor deck was 2.8. Yeah, 2.8 on the deck. 2.8. 2.8. 2.8 and 4.7 on the main belt. Oh, but it tapered down to 1.6. Oh, okay. So this part's 1.6. Please excuse the dog barking. So that's 1.6, 1.6, 1.6. The conning tower doesn't actually give a measurement, so I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna leave. Oh my gosh, she's so loud. I'm gonna leave the conning tower and the superstructure alone. We're gonna give it depth charges 5, radar 3, advanced radio. You don't really need the RDF, sonar, stereoscopic. Okay. Armor scheme for the Germans is always all or nothing. Anti-flood. We want to make sure that these ships survive. Ooh, we are going quickly. We are coming quick towards the weight limit here. Okay, let's put all of this on the ship and then see what the weight is that we're working with here. And then we're going to leave incendiary. We're going to leave oxygen propelled? Sure. It's a heavy cruiser, so we're going to reduce that. Okay. What do we got to work with here? Let's go anti-flood 2, reinforced bulkheads 2. Let's do turtleback armor scheme. Tort belt. See, you can't even get the tort belt. Bulkheads to many? Yeah. Bulkheads on many. Can we get anti-tort 2? Yes, we can. What's the barbette armor that we can fit? Barely anything. Okay. Torp 1. Barbette 2. We can fit a little bit more. Barbette 3. We can fit more. Can we do a double hull? What is the measurements that we can do for a double hull? Can we do 111? No, we cannot. Unless we take something away here. So let's actually give her depth charge 3. 2. 1. That's closer. That's closer. Yay. Not quite enough. Electric 2? Actually, wait. Let's give her diesel 1. Not diesel 1. Not diesel 1. Not diesel 1. Diesel 2. Let's give her shaft 3. And put this back on. There we go. Okay. Now let's put barbette 2. And let's just keep adding this barbette armor until we can't anymore. Can we just go with 5? Yes, we can go with 5. Okay, can we put this down to 1? Can we add it on the torpedo boat instead? No, we cannot. We cannot. Okay, so I'm happy with this. This is the P1, or the P class. So this will be P1. So let's actually name this the P class. P class P1. Yeah. P class P1. Actually, let's just name it the P class. This will be P1, and then the rest of them will do P2, P3, P4. Yes. Okay. Save. Design. Now we can go to the O class battle cruisers. So, I also have the O class battle cruiser. Looked up here, and it's gonna be super similar to the it's gonna look really, really similar to the P class, the O class battlecruiser, because let's rename this the O class. That's yeah, because of the because the O class was a increased design of it. So let's see what's best we can do. The full load was 35,000 tons. So let's go with a large cruiser. Because we don't want the battle cruisers to be equal to... I think I used either modern battle cruiser or hybrid battleship for the Scharnhorsts and Gneisenau. I used one of these two. So we're going to use this. We're going to name it the O class. Her speed was 35 knots. Was her speed. And it is 35,400. So 35,400 is our weight. Perfect. Alright. So let's look at the picture for the O class. And it's a similar design to the P class. Very, very similar. So we're going to have to do the same thing, but maybe have it look better. Because we have these like American funnels here, which we can very much kind of integrate into that. What other funnels do we have? Oh, we have big funnel 1. Let's do this main tower here. This one back here, and then this one back here. Does it? No, it's still gonna be off. Let's do that. So that we get kind of this block here look, because you can't obviously integrate. There's no secondary hull. There's no secondary hull pieces, secondary tower pieces for the Germans that looks like the O class, unfortunately. So the O class had 6 15-inch guns. So this is double barrel 15-inch guns here. Oh no! Modern 3 was this? Is this the Modern 3? Oh, please don't be. It is. Shoot! Let's, can we fit a double 14-incher? Okay, we can fit a double 14-incher. Can she fit a double 14.9-incher, though? No. No, okay. So we're gonna have to decrease this firing, this fire a little bit. So what actually is the biggest 14-inch gun that we can fit on her? So 14.5. This is a 14.5-incher. Okay. So we can get up to the 0.5. Can we get up to a 0.6? Nope, 0.5. Okay. So it'll be the 14.5s instead of 15-inchers. That's okay. That's late, but that's okay. And then we have 6 5.9-inchers. So one's gonna go there, and then the other two are actually gonna go pretty much around here. So we're gonna increase that to 0.9. Yeah, not a good firing arc. Will they fit better in here? No. They have to fit there. Which sucks, because that's poor firing, but, you know, that's the way it goes. Oh, I need to put another funnel here. Do I want to do that? Nah, I want to do Uber funnel here. Yeah. Okay, and then the rest of the guns. It was kind of small. Ones of these, and then just kind of fill the remaining space here because the 2-inchers are this type. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna have this be the O-class design. Of course, the H-33, the O-class, and the P-class, we can have a little bit of leniency because they didn't actually exist. So we're gonna actually... so that is the O-class. So now we just gotta fit her out. So what kind of propulsion did she have? She had diesel engines. So if we put it, which one causes less weight? The diesel 2. Okay. We'll do auxiliary engine 3, that 3, electro hydro. She has steam turbine set too, but we can't add obviously another engine thing here. This is fine. Let's do radar 3, advance. Let's go all out on her fitting out because we don't have to worry about torpedoes. One design that I looked at did have torpedoes, 21-inch torpedoes like the P-class. Another design I looked at did not. So I'm going to go on the basis of the battlecruisers did not. And we have a lot more weight to work with here. So I think we can put this on, this on. Let's do double hull. We can. What's the best torpedo thing we can get? That. Let's actually go over about 3. Can we increase the torpedo belt by maybe 1 thing? No. Okay, that's the base. We'll leave that 2%. Because we need to look at the armor belts. So let's look up the armor. The armor. 7.5 is the biggest. 3.9 is the tapered off parts. Okay. Now I'm looking for the deck. Deck. Oh, here we go. Very light deck. 2 inches. Huh. That's weird. It's 3.15. So 3.2 here, but it's less on the main deck. That is weird. Okay. Conning tower. This does have a measurement. 7.9. And doesn't have a measurement for the superstructure, so we're going to leave it at that. So we actually have a little bit more weight to work with. So can we put torpedo on there? Yes, we can. Barbette, extra barbette? Yes, we can. And can we put the final barbette on there? Yes, we can. So let's actually go back to 3. Can we put torpedo 5? That would be very helpful. We can't. So, okay, so we'll do barbette 5. Like that. Okay. Can we increase this, her maneuverability? Not on that. Not. Can we increase the auxiliary engine? No, we cannot. Okay, so she's going to be like that then. Alright, so this is the O class battlecruiser. So we have that saved now. Which is perfect. Okay, so we need 12 of these in production. We might not have enough. So actually, let's see. 12 of these would add 200 to the thing. We could build that. No, we can't. Not enough. Not enough yet. O class. It was 3 O class battlecruisers, so we can build 3 of these. No problem. That's not what I wanted. That's not the tab I needed. I needed this. It's O. That's O2. Oops. It's O2. And oh, no, it's not O2 and O something. They had different names. They actually had ships. It's the first one. It's Schlacht Cruiser. Select cruiser. Whoa! Not what I want. Select cruiser. Key. Select cruiser. Q. Okay. So we have those 3. We have those 3, finally, and we're only in February. Okay. This is a long video, but we're only in February. The crashing did not help, and me talking and yapping. Oh, and me talking did not help as well. So we have about 200,000 to spare. How many of these can we build? Not 16. Good lord, not 16. Okay. So we have I'm doing some math here now. 530,219 plus 265,740. We need another 100,000 tons to be built, so we can't build this many yet. Can we build half of them? Yeah, we can build half of them. That's the 132,870 tons. Yeah, no, we can build this. So let's build 6 of them. So we've built half of them already. So it's P class, and then it'll be P2, P3, P3, P4, P5, and P6. Done, 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 and done. We'll name this P class 1. Yeah. Okay. So now we can move on. We can finally get out of February. And we're trying to get it to November. Trying to get to November because in November we can build the H. The H class. Yay. Each of the H class had like national revolution in Japan. Oh no. Government's been overthrown. He just got replaced too. That's awful. All right. At a press conference, journalists questioned the combat ability of the fleet. What is your reply? I think we can do it with 54 ships. Let's do that. It increases our naval prestige and it decreases our unrest. And ship damage. Austria-Hungary gains Montenegro. China controls the Okinawa Islands. And army losses. Fortunately, cannot build yet. We cannot invade. We do not have the 500 and whatever. One of those other cruisers is going to get online. 5 months. Jeez. The other ones are 15 at 22? Holy crap. These are 22 months. These are 15 months. 16 months build time for the P class and 23 for the O. This is almost 2 years to build. This one a little over. Man, how much for a Bismarck? 29 months. Glad we were able to build both of those before we needed to. Looks like Latvia is invading Lithuania. I didn't even notice that. Greece looks like they're invading the Italians who control northern Greece. So Greece is doing a revolution here. And there's a bunch of conquests right now, but we are not focused on that, and we cannot focus on our own conquest because we need help. So we're going to improve with the Italians. I know it didn't work last time, or I don't remember it working last time, but that's fine. We are losing some funds. So what we have to do is I'm going to decrease our transport capacity to that. We want to keep the crew trained. We need them trained. We need the tech budget. I could decrease the tech budget, actually. Let's do that to 70. And let's get this as close as we can to 1 million. There. Didn't want to do it, but we need to do it with all of the ships that we're building here and the cost of them. So, even though we had 19 turns that we could go with it, I don't want to go too long. Without the, I don't want to go too long without being in the positive. Because if you do, and that's not good. All right, some tensions. The government wants to organize an international regatta to promote the mutual understanding at sea between all countries. Do we want world peace? I do. At the moment, yeah, I do. We're still trying to build up the fleet. We got some new battle cruisers and some new cruisers coming in. We cannot... the British Empire provoked us, but we were able to improve relations with the Italians. The Japanese, however, provoked us directly. We're invading Czechoslovakia. For some reason, we're invading Czechoslovakia. And that pisses the Austrians off more. The United States gains Costa Rica. Portugal regains full control of the Portuguese Congo. So that's a rebellion that was quelled. What are we doing here? Okay. The Army's doing the work before the Navy can. I'm not gonna... It's bad enough that we can't have... It's bad enough! You don't have the tonnage yet, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, well, if we get this territory, that'd be fun. Not trying to repeat history, but, you know, this game is all about things. I don't know why the Austrians hate us. The Japanese just had an intervention, so we don't need that. The Italians we just had... Let's try the United States again. They still hate everybody, but they're neutral with the Spanish. So maybe we can be friends again. Research. We got off the armor quality. So that is good. Hull construction we need. Torpedo propulsion. So, naval... Ooh! Yes. I want naval warfare. I also want... do I want detection? Do I want communications? No, no. Big guns, already happening in a month. Boilers. Funnel combat. Yes, I want this too. Yeah. That's good. Gotta check in on the research. So now we're to May. May of 1941. And, I don't know, we're doing quite well. Yeah. If you have questions, comments, concerns, whatever, please, comment section down below. Please tell me if you have ideas for maybe future future video idea. Maybe you can say that too. Ships damaged by enemy. To the war. We could not improve the relations with the United States, but that's okay. Soviet Union gains control of Yemen. China gains control of Pinghu. Sure. And Formosa. Anyway. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, please let me know in the comments below. Ooh, maybe we have the 505 left? No, we don't. But I believe that those other cruisers are in the commissioning. Oh, well, these two are getting built. But these two are in commissioning for 2 months. So we will have the Blue Shirt and the Prince Eugen. Ooh, Prince Eugen. Gotta make sure she stays with Bismarck. Or do we keep her with Bismarck? Because that did not work historically. The army is doing okay. Politics. Let's increase with the Italians. If we can get an alliance quickly, that'll help us. Internal protection, 11 months. So we're trying to be nitpicky with our research points here. Our finances are okay. We're doing okay. So let's increase the transport to that. So increase more of the transports, because that gives us the money. And we are but a small nation, small nation with dreams of a bigger world. But you know, May of 1941, and we have ticked over to June of 1941. So in this universe, the Bismarck has survived longer than its historical counterparts. Yay! Yay, Bismarck! Anyway, tension, transport losses, relations unaffected with the Italians. That's fair. The United States gained control of Liberia. I almost said Libera. That's Liberia. Who else? I want to try and improve with somebody. Spanish, maybe? Another one of our European friends. Lot of more money flowing in. So let's increase the tech budget. Can we get it back to 100? No. We can get it to 95, though. And still be over $1 million. We can get it to that, so we can increase more transport capacity, and we're almost on for the tech budget. So that'll help us a lot more with decreasing the amount of time on research and everything. We're still average research. We're still average. We're still building that port, which is good. On to July of 1941. Of course, if this were real life, we would be right in the middle of World War II. We would be a lot bigger than we actually are. However, of course, in this universe, World War II didn't happen because you start in 1940, and this is the starting territory you get with. So, you know, the 100 submarines, 101 submarines are finished. So there's, that's good, I guess. You did not improve with the Spanish state. Goodness. Failed to control Norway, France against Thailand. I'm just kind of skipping through this, but it's like, goodness gracious. So we're not going to do anything with politics right now, actually. We have 157, but 101 of those are submarines. So we really only have 56 warships. I don't like how it counts the submarines into your ship total. I don't like that. The Japanese. They're at war with the Chinese. We are -1 with the Chinese. We can't really pick on anybody right now. So we're kind of just biding our time. And that's what the first year is probably going to be. Or the first couple years is probably going to be. First couple episodes. Hopefully. Because I want you guys along for the whole journey. All the ups, all the downs. So we're going to go into August. Yes, August. Okay. I second-guessed myself. I thought it was... I don't know what month it was. Okay, August. I thought it was June again. That's what I thought. August of 1941. Some more tension. Now the British are going to Norway. No! New technology in the boiler department. New technology in explosives. New technology in maneuver warfare as well. And in underwater acoustics. Sea mine, transport losses, resilient defense. The Italian Empire pushed back Greece's offensive down here. Lithuania initiates a major offense from the province Lithuania against Poland. So Lithuania and Poland are now fighting. British Empire -13 relations for their attack on Norway. No, people in Hungary are taking up arms in Hungary against Austria-Hungary. Oh no, the Soviet Union controls Oman. China failed to control the Liaodong Peninsula. Yeah. Special Army operations. No! Hold on, go to politics. Hold on, I don't want a war with the British. Well... No. We have 56 ships. They have about 131. I'm not messing with that. Improve the relations, please, with the British. I don't want to go to war with them. I will if I have to, but... Alright, let's increase this. Increase that all the way now. What more can we do on the crew training? Because war seems to be coming. Can we put this all the way to 100? Yes, we can. Okay, so we can slide all these over. And we're still in the positive. We'll slide them back down once we're not. No, the average training is cadets. No. Because they're not doing anything. We have nothing to do. Because I don't want a war, so we don't need the boilers anymore. Hull construction is fine. Naval warfare is fine. Let's look at what we want here. Hull strengthening? No. Special machinery is already in 1. Lighter armor. And gun accuracy. That's what we want, yes. Okay. September of 1941. November's coming up in 2 turns, which we will build the H class. So that's good. Trying to get this episode interesting. Like this is a boring episode. Alliance. Argentina signed a special alliance with China. Norway signed an alliance with Japan. Ooh, the British and the Norwegians, the British and the Japanese are going to be a little tense. Cyprus signed with France. Oh, of course they did. And we failed relations against the British Empire. People of China are taking up arms. We're trying to gain control of Kyushu Bay, which is currently occupied by Japan. Special Army losses. I haven't even looked up here. Mongolia is nothing. What peninsula? Oh, it's this? No, it's not. No, it is this. It's this. This is what they're fighting over right here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I have not looked at the state of the world. Yeah. Have not really looked, but that's okay. How's this doing? 42% done. Finished. Okay. Politics. What do we want? 93 against the... Oh, no. Negative 93. Increase with the Italians. Shut up. Increase the Italians. Nothing on there. Let's put the others... Can we build the other 6 now? Yeah. So we build the other 6 P classes now. So let's... What did we leave off on? P6. P7. P8. Oh, IP8. Whoops. P9. P10. P12. And P13. Okay. Ooh, 13 is an unlucky number. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. So that's all the P class, and that is all the O class ships done. So we go to October. We're about a month away from the H class being designed. Our second in-game battleship design, but our third real-life battleship design. The majority in the Parliament calls for immediate action against the British Empire. What is your reaction? This is going to send us to war if I click this. This might send us to war as well. It's negative 10 naval prestige. It's negative 5 unrest, and our unrest is going way up. But it's plus 1 for the naval budget. We really are not ready for this war. We're not ready for war yet. The Soviet Union's been warned. Special machinery, new technology, as well as a gun layout. Ships damaged by mines, transport losses. Sweden has agreed to a special alliance with the Germans. So Sweden is with us. Enhanced economy via trade and shared oil reserves. Sweden's ports can now be used as supply centers, can sell warships to Sweden, and can utilize ships of Sweden during a war. We could not improve relations with the Italians. So we had a good, and then we had a bad, and now the Soviet Union is pissing us off. Austria-Hungary quells the resistance and gains control of Albania. The Empire of Japan failed to control eastern China, so the war is really not going well for Japan. So that's not good. Research. What more can we put on? No, it was all stuff that we do not have priorities on. Okay. Well, Sweden. Thank you. Is it the whole Sweden? Yes, it's all of this. It's western and eastern Sweden. But not Finland here. So we do have a bit of a... we had a bit of a buffer from the Soviet Union. Crap. Northern Norway. Okay. The British are failing to take southern Norway, so Norway is really fighting back. That's Denmark. This military operation... shut up. Okay, politics. It's the British again. We need... No. Improve with the British. I don't want a war. I don't want a war unless I absolutely have to. And even then, I don't want a war. Even then, I don't want a war. I really, really don't. Please, no. It's fine. Okay. November. So we get to do a fun thing again. We get to design a warship. Yay, warship. Yay. Okay, so this has a lot more information than I can design on. Fast battleship. So we maybe use the fast battleship hull. Tension, ships damage, transport losses, warship trade. Would like to order 1 Bismarck-class battleship. Okay, so if we do this realistically... Okay, if we do this realistically, Germany did not trade any of their ships. I don't think. No, wait, did they? I can't remember. But a Bismarck class, a ship that big, no. No, they couldn't have. And we're also about to design and build 6 H-class battleships, which are going to be big. Bigger than the Bismarck. So I'm going to say no for this one because of the future. We ignored China's provocations. Could not be friends with the British. National Army operations. Crap. What are they on now? 96. War with the British are coming. That's not going to be fun. This video series might be over before it begins. So we're gonna design the H class. We're gonna. Yeah. Okay. So the biggest I can see is a 131-ton battleship. So it's labeled as a fast battleship. There is a fast battleship hull, but it's a battle cruiser. Dang it! Right, that's right. And ships in this game German ships cannot get bigger. I can't even get that big. I can't even get this big. I guess I didn't have the fast. Okay. What is the average design? What is the average displacement? Combat load is 56 for 444. Which fits into this range. So we'll do this one. Yeah. Her speed is 30 knots. So let's put 30 knots there. This is the H class, and this is the first ship of the H class was the H-39. So we'll label this the H class first, and then we'll go in and rename the ship. So we won't rename the actual class yet. Okay. Right. Because you can do the thing. Okay. So 56,444,000 tons. Dang, that is small. That is really small. 63. The largest I see here is 63,596. 6. That's still not big. That's not big. We're gonna work with it though. We're gonna work with it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm also looking at these towers, and it's like it's not the right tower. That's also not the right tower. But I don't think I have the other tower unlocked, like the battle cruiser. I don't, do I? I do. Wait a minute. I do. Whoops. Whoopsies. Maybe that's the new secondary tower unlocked. Do I have some of these? Yes, I have some of these. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're going to go with the bigger one. 63,596,000 tons. Boom. Okay. We're going to put this down here. Oil 3. Ah, no! No! Hold on. We have charger. That's how long that episode has been going on for. My laptop needs charging. Jeez. Okay. Oil 3. Diesel 2. We're not going to worry about anything else with that quite yet. 30 knots was the speed. Okay. Picture the H class. Boom. I'm essentially building a double Bismarck. Oh no. I want to build it with this then, but then I don't have the barbette. This has the barbette, but it doesn't have an extra funnel thing because there were 2 funnels on it. No. Why is it making me pick this? Okay. Why is it making me pick? Okay, can I make this fit here? I wonder. Not really. Okay. What's the smallest funnel I can shove in here that'll make that fit? That? Okay, well, that was easy. Can I add just another barbette? Actually, I'm dumb. That looks so... And so does that. This looks better. But I need the extra funnel. There, we're gonna fit that there. Okay. It's double 16-inch guns. 8 of them, so they're double barrel 16-inch guns. I worry for this area. I worry I shouldn't be. It can fit. Can this fit? Barely. No! It does fit. I had it. There. No. There. No! There! It rotates. We're fine. Alright. Put it on the back, and put it on the back. So that's the 8 16-inch guns. Yay. 5.9 inchers. On the 5.9s in the divots here. It had 4 divots, though, not 3, so we'll just put one of the 5 inches there. Yeah. Looks like they were double, I think. 12 of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 12 of them. So, it says 12. So we can do boom, boom, and boom. What were they? 5.9s? Oh no, that back one might not fit. It does, and it does. Perfect. Alright. 16, 4.4. 16, 4.4. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. It's 4.1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. Ooh. Oh no! Undo. Whoops. Boom, 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 boom. 4.1. So we're increasing that size there, but we need to go back into this. Grab one of these. And put it there. And then we need to grab one of these. And put it there. Okay, we fixed it. We fixed her. Alright. Now, 1.4? 1.5 inch secondaries, and it looks like it's a double barrel, so we're gonna go to the 2 inch, and we gotta there we go. It's 2 inch, and we just fill it in wherever. Let's go to the 1 inch and just fill in wherever we can now. Nowhere else to fill. Okay, we're gonna add another 5 inch because the drawing says there's another 5 inch. The specifications didn't, and each of the H classes designs were different. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna call it a day. There's your H class. Ta-ta-ta. Alright. Now for the outfitting. Actually, for the armor belt. We're gonna have the armor belt first. Main belt was 11.8. Sides were 5.7. Or not the side, but the 4.5 belts. We're gonna put 5.7. The main deck, 4.7. 3.1. Yeah. 3.9. Let's do 3.9. 3.9. The conning tower is 13.8. Almost had it. It was really close. And then this was not actually touched. Yeah. The superstructure armor. Okay. So 58% of the weight currently to outfit the rest of this in. Don't have to worry about torpedoes. Or at least I'm not going to worry about torpedoes because some of the drawings did not have them. And some of the design specifications said it didn't have them. So we're going to go with no. because a majority said no. Increased. We're gonna. I'm assuming these are heavy shells. Got ballistic, incendiary, and now we have this. Citadel 5. Anti-flood 3. Reinforced. Some of the guns have a bad firing angle. Is this? No, this, no. They all look good, so I'm going to ignore that message. Triple hull. Can I do a triple hull? I can. Can I do torpedo 4? I can. I also have not done this, though. Oh, no, I forgot about this. I might have to bring down the torpedoes. I will have to bring down that torpedo and maybe the hull bottom. Which, definitely. Okay, so double hull. Still? Oh, well, no, I was putting this at 3 and 3, so maybe if we fix it to 3 and 3, like, you know, I've been doing. Oh, well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay, well. We can't put that there. We might actually be able to. Barbette 4. Barbette protection 3. Okay, we're gonna go anti-torp 3. Barbette 5. Okay. There's your H class. What the ta? They're gonna do 7. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So we're gonna go to finances. We're gonna have to bring the crew training back down to 50. 50. This we're gonna have to bring back down to 75. And this maybe towards the middle. $25%. Why not? 26. Close enough. We're gonna be cutting in. Okay, we're gonna build one of them. 2 of them. We're gonna build 2 of them. 2 of them to start. And it's H39. And it's actually not 40, it's H41 was the next ship. So there's the 2. And the finances are going to go down from there. But we have the first 2 battleships done, and now we're going to watch the monthly balance drop like a rock. It didn't drop. We're going to build the others. We're going to build the other 4. It didn't drop. We're just going to build the other 4. Why not? It went up. Okay. December. July. Interesting. Austria-Hungary and the Soviet Union. Hull construction. Control station. Shell technology. Romania canceled the alliance with Austria-Hungary. Special army operations. Okay. It's December. Can I build the other 4? I have to do math. But I think I might be able to. I'm at 499,132 tons of shipyard right now. Building the other 4 would be 254,384 out of. Do I have it? Not enough. By maybe 30,000. Okay. So 499,132 plus 19788. I can build all but one of them. And that's exactly what we're going to do. It's H42. It's H43 and it's H44 with H45 soon. H44. Whoopsies. 44. Okay. Make sure I'm not adding crew to the submarines because this is the most important. Okay. We got through the episode. We got through. It is December of 1941. And we barely squeaked it out. Okay. This episode has taken a while. It's been a lot of technological, been a lot of tech stuff. And yeah, but we're flowing again. Next episode should not take super long. But time will tell of how busy I am. But that is episode 3. And that is 1941. So, thank you guys so much for watching after the long wait. I will see you guys in the next one. Please, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them down in the comment section below. Share the video with your friends, like and subscribe, and have a good one. Have a good one.